your podcast. F your podcast. F your podcast. Nah, F your podcast for real.
All these bitches acting fancy, living at this life like it can be. Chillin' with the family, shorty popping pillies like it's candy. Tell the bartender need another shot. I'ma go fishing for a couple thoughts. Yeah. I make them do the running man, praying to 100 grand. Goddamn, you know I got the trigger, man. Bloody hands, tell them I ain't fucking playing, no man. I make them do the running man, praying to 100 grand. Goddamn, you know I got the trigger, man. Bloody hands, tell them I ain't fucking playing, no man. They gon' know me by my style. They gon' know me by my name.
You saying no one gives a fuck who you are?
Damn, bro. Now I'm just saying we live in a transactionary world. You feel me? And at the end of the day, nobody's gonna give a fuck about who I am and what I do and shit. What they gonna care about is what the hell I could say to them that's gonna help them. Yep. Right? You feel me? And what they doing and shit. So my goal is just to cut straight to the point, man. I ain't no fluff ass nigga who's just gonna sugarcoat shit. You feel me? If you want the juice, here it is.
All right, well, shit. I mean,
everybody wants something.
Yeah. Give it to him.
What's that? That Marilyn Manson song that's not actually by Marilyn Manson's remix.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I
think I know what you're talking about.
That's the concept of the song.
You mean Sweet Dreams?
Yes.
This motherfucker.
Yes. Sweet Dreams.
Bring it down just a little bit though, so I want to make sure I hear every line he says.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now you got all fucking deep in retrospect. I can't turn around and be like, so what's Party Boy mean? Why do you name yourself Party Boy Rokk? Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, we can still run through it.
Well, I mean, just like I said, just to give people a feel, but then we really are gonna get into it. So, but I want people to know who is making these statements.
Hey, we could turn it down just a little bit more.
Yeah.
So can we just turn it off?
Yeah.
I mean, you could turn it off.
That's why I turned it off originally.
That's fine. Yeah, we want to hear Party Boy song. That was my idea. Everybody be mad at me, but guess what? F your attitude. Anyway, I'll be brand.
F your podcast.
No, but real talk. Tell everybody, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
why is Party Boy Rokk Party Boy Rokk?
Exactly.
Shit, I used to go by Rokk Man. That was just a name like my cousin. Yeah, that was a name my cousin gave me when I was young.
Was it K-Rock?
It was, hey, how to say it?
He be on that Norwalk shit. He be on that Norwalk shit.
Yeah. Nah, it was K-Rock. That's what my cousin gave me. And then I changed it to Rokk Man. But like just to embody more of like my energy, my swag, my vibe, everything I'm about. We changed it to Party Boy Rokk because at the end of the day, like for me, life is just something that we have fun and we turn up and enjoy and shit. Like it's like one of my homies said one time. It's like a something tragedy. You feel me? Like it's beautiful, but it's also a tragedy. At the same time.
It's like comedy and tragedy. I mean, they were created at the same time.
Comedic tragedy.
Comedic tragedy. Yeah. So I chose that name because and it's crazy because you'll listen to my records and you'll be like, why this nigga call himself Party Boy Rokk when all his shit be so real?
Yeah.
But that's my energy I carry. It's almost like you gotta laugh just to stop from crying type shit. You feel me?
Oh, we get deep.
So that's just how that shit.
You gotta laugh just to stop from crying.
Right.
Yeah.
That's that sad clown shit. That's what that is. That's
they want me to kill myself.
Hey, so but then I guess then is that the reason why you kind of departed from more of the lyrical side, just to maybe get more of an energy, or where'd that decision come from? Because like you said, your older stuff is a little more lyrical, and then the stuff you're coming out now more of a vibe.
Well, I grew up through this hip hop shit. You feel me? I was
feeling you on that one.
Yeah, like I was listening to Nate Dogg and Warren G.
Hey, there you
Regulators
go.
and shit way back when. And like I seen the whole progression in the times of like how music has evolved, hip hop, especially how it evolved. And like I noticed, I came from the East Coast.
Hey,
and everything we was doing.
What's the best coast? East Coast.
East Coast.
Everything we was doing out there, it was all lyricism.
Yeah.
When I moved to the South, I remember when I first came out here, I didn't like screw music.
Ooh.
You feel me? I didn't like
Controversial.
like I didn't like DJ Screw. I didn't
feel
like
that.
none of that shit.
When I moved
you
out
feel
here from
me?
Philly, I was like, the fuck y'all playing this
Same
shit?
way.
Exactly. Exactly.
Same way.
But then after I lived here for a couple
You get
years
the
and I started
culture.
fucking with the girls,
Right.
and started selling drugs and like doing all this sorts of shit, I started understanding.
The culture, right?
And once I understood the culture, I was like, look, it's not about the lyricism and the intellect. It's
Right.
about the sauce. And people don't know what the sauce is. It's a mystery. You feel me? People don't know what the vibes is, what the energy. But once you come out here, you pick it up, you understand it. And what's understood don't got to be spoken.
Word.
And that's just kind of what it is. So once I picked up on that, I was like, yeah, it's not about the lyrics.
Yeah.
You
Party
dig?
Boy Rokk gives the secret to the sauce.
Hey, so that's just what it was. And once I picked it up and understood it, man, I was like, all right, we're going to take this all the way home with it. You
Yeah.
feel me?
So, I mean, how did you end up in Austin then? Like you say, you from the East Coast, Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how'd you end up all the way out here? It's
Shit.
a long trip.
Man, one of my homies died and
Oh,
shit, got
shit.
shot and killed
Okay.
out there in the East Coast and shit. And like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I kind of like lost my marbles and shit. I was just out of there, and I was ready to, you know, bang on niggas and do all sorts of wild shit. And my mother saw that, and she was scared, and she thought I was gonna die and shit. And I was getting into fights, and I'm talking about within a week of my homie getting killed or whatnot. She was just like, nah, I gotta get this little nigga out of here. So she sent me to my uncle in Houston, Texas. Shout out H-Town. And went to Langham Creek, went to school out there and shit. You feel
Okay.
me? And it was just a whole different switch.
You need
a
to
whole
get
different-
away.
Yeah.
I feel you. The
It was
energy.
all of that.
It's
Yeah.
kind of similar for me in New York. Yeah, you gotta kind of.
Because people don't know New Haven, Connecticut. I think we was like number 1 and number 3 or some shit in
Y'all bang.
homicide
Y'all
per
bang.
capita. And
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So like, so all my niggas, like half my niggas I grew up with, them got shot, got stabbed, died and shit. You dig? So like all that shit was just too crazy for me to be in. And my mother was like, hey, you got to get out of there.
Damn, how old
So
was
that's
you?
why I
How
came.
old when
Man,
you
I
all
was
that was going
15.
on? Damn,
Yeah,
so
I
it was
was
early.
young. Yeah, I was
That's when that
young.
shit happens, though, man.
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, like, I mean, that's when you're down to ride, like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're still figuring out who you are in the world,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
like
Influences.
you lose someone that was
Serious.
crucial to at the time who you were, and
Right.
yeah, man. Now I feel that shit.
Shout out my dog Kashim, man.
There you
Bam
go.
Bada, all of my niggas, you know.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Shout them out heavy then. Well, I mean, that kind of helps.
Damn, this is a
explain-
room full of East Coasters to Texas.
Yeah, that's
huh?
crazy, right? This is a
Real
first,
shit.
real
Yeah.
talk. Actually, because normally we have Austin natives out here. So big shout out to
Yeah.
you. You know what I'm saying? We transport all three of us.
Real shit.
But with that said, though, I mean, so being out here in this culture is helping, I guess, influence the music you're coming out with now. But
Yeah.
do you plan on working in a balance of? Because I know in a lot of ways when you listen to your newer stuff, there are still hints of your older stuff. There isn't. You do put some medicine in some.
I
say
like
with
how
the
you
sugar.
put that too, some
Yeah.
medicine and shit. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what it is, cause like one thing I learned about South rappers, Southern rappers, and like the wave that I'm on, that I listen to and I fuck with. Like I told you earlier, I fuck with Gunna and people like that
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. And like they're able to say more with less.
Right.
You feel me? So like the thing, I still take those intellectual concepts and I'm able to funnel it through a Southern flavor.
That's
You
dope.
feel me? So I still rock.
I never
with it.
thought about it like that too. Southerners do more. That's true.
Yeah.
That's ill.
So I take that East Coast, all that lyricism, all that
Yeah.
intellectual shit, and then we just say
Streamline it.
Yeah, we streamline it. We say it with real simple words, simple lyrics. You feel me? And if people are smart enough to peep game, they'll be like, "Damn, this nigga said one line that don't really mean much." Like I remember I was listening to one shit. My nigga Gunna said he was like, he said, "Leave you like an abortion, leave your head cracked." You feel me? And like, it's such a simple line, but
Right.
if niggas know about abortions and
Abortion.
shit, they be
Ooh.
pulling them babies out. You feel me?
Ooh.
You look at the pictures after, and they head all blown up and
No,
shit.
they have to like break
So-
down their bones. To remove them
Exactly.
without the
And,
female
and it's
getting
like I seen that shit in college. You dig? I learned that in college. How many people know that shit just on some regular shit? So it go
Yeah.
to show that a man like that understand like
Right.
how that shit really worked. But he said it in
He
such a simple-
simplified it so
Yeah,
everybody
so-
can
But
digest
at
it.
and at the same time, like you're saying that sauce earlier, like you gotta play. You still got, as a rapper, you still have to sell your music.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter if you are the most conscious person in the world if you're not forming it in a way that people are gonna enjoy to listen to it.
Absolutely.
So like people are gonna be like, "Oh damn, that line was hard, gun," and then like some people, like you said, are gonna pick up on that shit and be like,
other people
damn,
gonna be
bro.
like, that's whack. That's so you dig mediocre or whatever.
But like,
you
I'm
don't
just saying, like, people are gonna
understand
be like, oh damn, he said he's gonna come for your head, and people are gonna be like, damn, he's referencing like the real scale of abortion,
of
like
how that shit really
so
works.
yeah, man, exactly what you're saying. Like, there's a whole double entendre.
And
to
I
this
started
shit.
respecting that. Being an East Coast nigga coming to the South and just peeping game.
You
I
gotta
started
hide it out
respecting that
here.
shit.
You gotta put the pill in the little meat to feed
Yeah.
the dog. Like,
This guy, like, you trying to switch the sugar.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to be switching my shit. No, but
like
no, absolutely. Like, and actually, you mentioned him earlier, and a father that is Andre. So,
Yeah.
in a lot of ways, like, people listen to Andre's music and they feel the vibe. Like a prime example is what is it, Rose? Remember that with the
oh yeah, no, but fuck all that Toiletisha.
But everything.
If you really know Toiletisha, bro, like that
Yes,
was one of the
absolutely.
least played songs. But that he's talking about
Absolutely.
a girl from Atlanta that got pregnant and like
yeah.
killed herself because she didn't want to have this baby.
But the vibe is crazy though, and you can groove to it. And you, like you said, there's people that'll just groove to it and enjoy it, and then there's people that'll really digest
Understand
the
what's
message
being
and
said.
still enjoy it.
Spodioti is like
That's the
that
key.
because
Oh, yeah,
Spodioti people
Spodioti.
just like jam to all the time. But he's talking about like his love in Atlanta, who ended up like dying like to the heroin needle, behind his school. Like he left, pursued his musical goals, came back.
And she was dead.
She was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
Absolutely. So I mean, you mentioned it earlier. So you a college man. So I mean, like tell us how do you transition from that? Like,
And you
what
have
were
an
going to college
associate's
for?
and a bachelor's, correct?
Damn, how is that? This is Nardwuar, like motherfucker down.
No,
like,
we're junior.
all this shit, bro.
So you understand why I
Yeah,
keep him
yeah.
around. You know what I mean?
I like this
got
man.
guy.
I gotta do
That's
something,
real
man.
Hey, he earns his weight around here.
All the interviewers out there got to take note, man.
There you
You
go.
really got to do your homework. I
Trying,
respect
bro.
that. Like,
So yeah, tell us how'd you make that transition?
I mean,
why too?
I started off as a rapper, street nigga.
Oh,
You
first.
feel me?
Right.
Like, I did
Okay.
that first. You feel me? And
Because he
y'all-
had to.
I had to. Hey,
Stop answering his questions, goddammit. Let him answer his own
Nigga,
questions.
go listen to the single had to.
referencing my tracks and shit. Hey, I like this man. Hey, but real shit, I did that first, and then like my mother just, I'm Nigerian, so
Oh, there we go.
anybody knows anything about the Nigerian culture.
Motherland. That's what's up.
You ain't shit unless you get a bachelor's degree in
Now, real
computer
quick,
science,
you were actually
lawyer.
born in Nigeria, though, right?
I was born in
Legit.
Nigeria,
Okay.
Yeah,
all the
okay.
way, and I came out here when I was 2 years old. My first memory in life was being on a plane coming to
Okay.
America and shit.
Wow, that's what's up.
But yeah, when my mother, she just drilled it in my head like, yo, you gotta
Gotta
go to
get your
school,
education.
gotta get your
Right.
education. I ignored her. I fought it. I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna be a rapper all these years. But eventually, I just humbled myself. You dig? And was just like, fuck it. I'm gonna just go do it just to make her happy. I literally went to school strictly to make her happy. And when I was done, man, I got an associate's in sound recording technologies and a bachelor in computer science.
Goddamn.
So,
That's what's up. It ain't no bullshit. You know, so
Yeah.
what is it? Social sciences.
Yeah.
I'm a lit major.
Yeah,
Fuck out of
bro.
here. Like you can actually use your degrees.
yeah,
That's
I
what's
use
up.
it every day, man. And like, I was fighting her through the whole thing, but now living life and like,
You understand? She was
yeah,
right. Real talk.
She was right than a motherfucker.
That's what's up. Hey,
Shit,
mama
man.
always right,
She was
bro.
right than
I
a
feel that shit,
motherfucker.
bro. My parents were
Yeah.
always like, yo, you need to go to school, blah, blah. And once again, like, talking about the culture, like, let's be honest, that was part of, that
Yeah.
white culture in America. My
Yeah.
parents were like, and I also think, the generational gap. Now I don't think people use their degrees as much. But, like, our parents, very much like, we did this is how we got our job, blah, blah, blah. They were like,
See, now,
you're getting a degree.
if
And I
it-
was like, well, I'm
if it-
making music. So I did the same shit as you. I
Yeah,
was like, well,
if
I'm
it
gonna
was
do some sound
anything
shit.
else, it wouldn't. If it was anything else, I'd be like, all right, man, fuck it. It's not really that important. But
Yeah.
because it was computer science,
Yeah.
that was why it was worth it.
Right.
You feel me? If it was like, oh, get your degree and be a history major and all that
Yeah.
other
No,
shit.
bro, that's exactly
I
what
tell
I'm saying.
people right now, don't go to school for that shit.
Right.
Don't waste your time
No.
on. We in the information age, and 90% of the shit that you can learn out there,
Yeah.
you go learn it on
Get a
YouTube.
degree you can actually fucking use.
No, bro,
get
I feel you.
something
That's
like-
and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying is I was finally like, you know what, I do understand that this is for my benefit, but I've had this love for music, and so I went and got like my degree in like recording and engineering.
Yeah.
So like it was
Yeah.
the same thing. It was like, well,
Real
I'm gonna
shit.
get something that I can use and something that I care
Yeah,
about,
that
and
you
something that at the end of the day I can use
What
to
is that? A
benefit me
technical
too.
degree, right? Or is it a science degree?
Yeah,
It's one of it's same.
It's
same-
computer
same-
sciences.
Yeah.
You know,
So that's what's up then. So
there's a
I mean,
computer science degree, and then there's like computer sciences.
there's a
which is,
bachelor
like,
of science, then there's a bachelor's of arts.
oh, that's right. That's right. Mm-hmm.
And then bachelor's of arts is more it's not as intensive, math intensive. It's more for like if you want to get into management, I guess.
Okay.
But Bachelor's of Science is the actual people who go in and
The nuts and bolts of the shit.
who really know the shit. So that's what
The ones that get the real money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I see you out here.
You get the money with the BA too and everything. Not knocking none of that, but you feel me? It's just different.
Fuck that BS. We out here. That's what we do. It's F your podcast.
F your degree.
F your degree. Goddamn it. All right. Get that BS. Stop bullshit.
Real
That's
shit.
what we out here. BS not bullshit and BS Bachelor's of Science. But I mean, like you know what I'm saying. He's saying like, so you got your degree, you make music, but I mean, we kind of know you also got a lot of bags, bro. I mean, what's up with the acting? Like I heard you out here trying to.
I did a little movie. Shouts out to my brother.
Yeah.
He put
Tell
me
us
in
something
a
about that. Like how you end up in acting. Like
He just did.
all over the place.
I mean, it's just something I always wanted to do.
Oh,
growing
so
up.
you always want to be like, goddamn, bro.
Yeah,
You busy.
It was just crazy.
No, you Nigerian. Look, I got like 9 jobs.
Sorry
Yeah.
for the sniffles.
Real shit. But yeah, my bro put me on a show. You feel me? Shouts out Executive Room and everything.
Okay.
He put me in a show. Put me in this little Netflix movie or whatnot.
Oh, well, put
and
me on.
It was dope, bro.
You got a what's that shit? What is it? IBMD? Am I saying that right? What is that?
IMDb.
That shit.
Yeah, some shit. I don't know if it's on that. Bro.
IBMD.
I make up my shit. Fuck y'all. I do what I want.
Yeah, but
Okay.
But I can't tell you if it's out yet or not. I know there was some politics behind that.
Okay,
so.
but y'all did
It was
shoot
called
and shit.
something like Credit Report or something. It was a comedy. I had my homie King Sutler on there.
That shit sound funny already. Black people, credit,
Yeah.
hilarious. I love it. I
My
already
homie
want
Austin
it.
Martin in that motherfucker.
Oh,
yeah,
hey.
A
Okay.
bunch of homies was in that, man. And it was
Oh, so
fun
it
as
was
shit.
shot here.
It was shot here in Austin, Texas.
Oh, okay.
So talking about people that you worked with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got Austin,
Yeah.
right?
Austin Martin, King Solo, Horace Dodd out of California, his girl.
Man,
their
I see real
item.
G's out here. They out here getting it.
And there's a pretty
yeah.
big
Fuck
name
with
that
real.
you've worked
Recently
with too,
featured
right?
it, Yeah.
What you
Got some
talking
new
about?
coming out. Tory.
He said, I don't know what you talking about.
Hold on,
Like,
hold on.
yo,
Hey,
you
hey,
know.
that's supposed to be low key. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, let's keep it to what you're able to say. But
Yeah.
you work with Tory. Then
You've worked with industry artists.
Well, I was gonna say you knew him previously to all this, though, right?
Yeah, previously to working with him.
Before
man.
he blew up.
Yeah, Tory Lanez was somebody who, coming up with the whole Scoremore gang and everything. And I seen him coming up, performing, doing shows, and we actually used to do a lot of shows. You dig? Not together, but we was opening up at the same time. So
Right.
there was a time where Scoremore was booking
Same
me
circles and shit.
Yeah, Scoremore was booking me for a lot of shows, and a lot of my accolades comes from Scoremore. I opened up for Big Sean, Wale, Big Crit, Trader True.
That's what's up. I was
Wale.
just gonna ask him about that. Yeah.
You feel me? Waka Flocka, like Drake, all these people. And opening up for him, Scoremore put me on. But at the same time they was putting me on, they was putting him on.
That's what's up.
You feel me? But that's when I decided to go to school, take a little
Yeah,
hiatus,
yeah.
get my degree. And then one day my nigga hit me up. He was like, hey, come to the Whitewater Amphitheater with me. You dig? I'm doing this little zone shots. You know, the little drones and shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I'm doing that.
That's big. Yeah.
Yeah, he said, I'm doing that for Big Sean. So I come out there, and at first I was
So
like,
now
nah.
this is before he was Tory Lanez. Right?
No, this is when he blew up, but I didn't know about it.
Oh.
So I was in
know,
the dark.
so-
That's what I'm
Wait,
saying. Like,
So was
School
it
Yeah.
him that hit you up? Tory Lanez hit you
nah,
up?
Tory didn't hit me up. It was my dog who was doing drone shots.
Doing the shots for
the show.
Sean.
For,
I got you.
for Big
Okay.
Sean.
Right.
And then when I came out to the Whitewater Amphitheater, I seen Philip, Sasha, Tory, all of them. I was like, oh, what's going on here? And come to find out, Tory was opening up for Big Sean.
Tory's like, yeah, bro, I'm that dude.
I'm that dude now,
swear,
right?
bro.
Ugh.
I swear. And when they see me, they was like, hey, Rokk, come to the back and shit. I went backstage, rolled up with him, smoked with him, all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
The next thing you know, I'm coming to find out this nigga got like 50 million views on
Yes,
YouTube.
sir.
He signed to a record
In
label.
these streets.
Bro,
Yo.
and I'm like, yo, this nigga done made, he's on the radio and
Yeah,
shit.
man.
And I went home and was like, yo, this is my dog I used to do shows with.
Right.
And now this nigga famous and shit.
Over here
Don't
singing,
worry,
I
you
love
next.
this
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it ain't shit. You next. It's all in due
real,
time.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's all
So-
in due time.
Yeah, so I seen that, man, and that just lit a fire under my ass and was
There
like,
you go.
damn, the same people I'm bumping shoulders with is now on. So now I
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
go ahead.
And then you've been bumping shoulders with.
Yeah.
So and
That's
then
good.
and then they show love, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I gotta respect one umbrella, the whole Scoremore camp, cause it's been about 5 years, And they've been showing me love ever since. They pulled me out on tour whole 2016.
That's what's up.
Tori just dropped a track with me, did a song with me. You feel
Now,
me?
is
So
that
they've been
out
showing
yet?
love. It's not out. It's coming out
Okay,
2019.
that's why I was
We
like,
gotta wait. So we jumping the gun.
I don't know if I can say
Yeah.
things yet.
But
or
no,
not,
no. But it's okay because he ain't doing no more interviews
Yeah.
with nobody else.
Hey, we right.
So
Well,
it's
but-
alright.
But
You know what I mean?
I wanted to ask because it's like I feel like when this comes out, there may be people that jump to the whole like because there are a lot of artists that get onto a more popular artist track and even pay to get onto that artist track, and then
What you mean cloud chase?
well, not necessarily. Like some of them are really good artists, but they just use it as
Stop
a
being nice.
platform.
You mean cloud chase?
No, some people
Stop
do
it.
use it as a valid platform, and
Cut it
some
out.
cloud
You mean
chase.
cloud chase?
But
Say that shit.
the reason I want to ask that is to clarify that this isn't a cloud chase. This is
Obviously
a
not.
platform.
He knew him before.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask. I'm not
And
like
he's
trying
on
to
my song.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
not-
nah.
I'm not on his song.
look.
He's on my song.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
right.
didn't-
There you go.
I didn't want to
You
spoil
did.
the release and like you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
There you go.
But this has been an established relationship.
Absolutely.
This was something known
Yeah.
beforehand.
Over
right?
time, organic, just built it up. I mean, we was on tour with him all 2016. Shouts to my manager, Trey Beta, Trey the Celebrity Barber. We just been bumping heads with him, rocking with him a whole bunch.
Trey the Celebrity Barber sounds familiar to you?
I know
Did,
him.
did he
Yeah,
come to Zoomies and do a fucking promo? This guy. Look,
Yeah.
he shot there.
fucking guy,
He
man.
just
knows
shot
it.
there, bro.
Damn.
I know everybody, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna
He's
look
well
this man.
connected.
Y'all keep doing what you
Yeah.
I told you, long hair normal guy, whatever the fuck this
Right,
guy,
that's
normal or
crazy.
part 2 over here. No, but so
do. People just
actually,
like me, man. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
But it kind of leads because to me, you did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? You did it the organic way. You put the work in. Like you said, you didn't come with a bag to a popular artist that didn't know you. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, get on my feature, I could pay you. You built a relationship through your work. You know what I'm saying? With someone else that was trying to build through their work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can appreciate how you did it. But I mean, what are your thoughts on some of these artists out here? And you know what I'm saying? It's out here.
Yeah.
You know, but it's in a lot of cities. What is your thought on some of these cats getting that bag and then just paying for that feature, but don't really have a relationship with those people and it's strictly business? I mean, would you suggest that route, or would you suggest to do it more of the, you know what I mean, homegrown style, like how you did it?
You got the thing. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah,
Ain't no bullshit.
No, 100%. After your podcast, we real up in here, so.
At the end of the day, if you got the bag to go ahead and pay an artist to get on the song, then you a boss.
Damn, that's what's up.
Dig?
I mean,
and
that's
that's
right.
and to me that's just real shit. Like I can't,
no, that's what I'm
I can't
asking
front
for.
for no camera. I can't
Yeah,
front
yeah,
for no
yeah.
radio. If you could go ahead, drop 20, 30 bands to do a song with a nigga, you a boss. But what I would say is
If you can
that
get on a Drake track, get on the fucking Drake track.
you see what I'm saying? But at the same time, make sure you got your business right to where you're gonna make that money back.
Right.
If you just dropping 20 bands and then you get on a song, you gotta understand you still gotta promote that song.
Damn
You feel
right.
me? And if you just 20 bands in a hole and that's it, you dig?
Man.
Then you just lost a bag, you gave somebody else a bag,
Right.
and that's foolish shit.
That's true.
Right.
But if you drop 20 bands, but you got a plan behind it, a marketing plan, a promo plan behind it, to where you're gonna turn that 20 into 40 bands, 50 bands, then you a smart motherfucker.
Damn
And
right.
that's the kind of shit that I be on. You feel me? Like, I don't mind dropping bread, 10, 20, 30 bands for an artist to do a song with me, because I know I'm gonna take that, run them numbers up, you feel me, and go ahead and make 50 bands back, 60
you go.
bands back
Yeah.
through sponsorship.
You gotta spend money to
through
make money,
collab-
like
exactly.
and like not just as the phrase, like that shit's real.
Yeah. So I can't knock nobody who understand what they doing.
Right.
But if somebody done save money for 4 or 5 years,
Right.
and then drop their whole savings just to do a song with a nigga, just to say I did a song with a nigga,
And it's a
Right.
trash
You a
verse and
fool.
like yeah.
Yeah.
even if it's dope,
Yeah, yeah.
if you just lost that money, you a fool.
Yeah. And then the understanding, I mean, like now to running a business side of this shit, you know what I'm saying? I started in just the artist side of shit, but now running a business, there's way more involved too. So exactly what you're talking is exactly
Yeah.
right. Like
you gotta know your
it's-
overheads and know how you're gonna make your
That's
shit
what
back.
well, besides that fact, when you're dealing with major artists, you're not just dealing with that artist. You're dealing with that label.
company,
So you need to
label,
get those
management.
clearances. So yeah, like you said, you can have that 50, 20 bands, whatever. But if you pay that shit and the label's like, nah.
They don't
man,
even clear your shit.
you paid that artist 20 bands for some shit that will
might
never be
come
released.
out. Yeah.
So you're right, man. It's all about your business, man. So that's really good. And I actually kind of was gonna lead into that question, like, what advice would you have for these up and coming artists? You know what I'm saying? Like, what could you tell these young Austin artists out here trying to get it? You know what I'm saying?
Reveal the sauce.
I could say reveal the sauce.
Not all the sauce though. Not all. Just give a little bit. We want you to come back.
Sample
I dig
the
it.
sauce.
We need a little
Sample
sauce.
the sauce.
Cause you coming back. We need more. You can't give all the sauce.
The best I could tell other artists, man, is come fuck with me and Trey Pound Enterprise.
Hey, look at that. That's how you do it.
Hey, but you're not
That's right.
wrong though.
Because at the end of the day, like, we know what we're doing, and we gonna make shit right. Like, we really trying to put together an online record label out here in Austin, Texas, and get people involved to help them branch out and do the things that we're doing.
Okay.
But real talk though, people really got to get out here and focus on their marketing and promo. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I spent year after year doing mixtapes and songs. I got like 10, 11 mixtapes, and I spent year after year doing records. 200-300 people will listen to it, and then that's it.
It just kind of dies out.
And it doesn't go anywhere. It's just
Right,
200-300 people
right.
listen to it, but if
It
that doesn't mean
get that,
shit.
Yeah, it
like-
doesn't get that momentum. And then you got someone like Lil Xan that literally does, an EP.
Yeah.
And, now
Yes,
he's everywhere.
millions. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
So in 2017, when I connected with Trey, it was like, hey, we're gonna do this for real, and we're gonna really push it. I decided to stop doing mixtapes and stop doing albums and just do singles and focus on the marketing and the promo. And ever since I started doing that, that's when I started seeing results. So what I advise anybody in Austin, Texas, like I said, I give you the sauce. Focus on your marketing and your promo. I know, like, me saying that doesn't actually explain what to do and how to do it, but the idea is you want to take your project and you want to get it to as many people as possible. And there's ways of doing that, but you need to research, figure it out, get out there. And if you don't understand, come holler at us.
There you go. That's why you don't give all the sauce.
And just to clarify, because while I have met a lot of people on my humble brag,
Let's clear. Yeah, here we go. Go.
to clarify, because
Go.
I'm not gonna lie about this shit. I don't know Trey. I looked at it. I know a guy named Kev the barber, who's like apparently a music manager, a real good barber, a real tight dude, homie of mine. I don't know Trey.
Oh, so you're not claiming that one. So
Hey,
you're not claiming that
punch
one.
it in on Instagram. He
I
got
just did.
90,000.
I'm following him. Like, we're good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna meet Trey now, but I knew
Like
Kev the
90,000
barber. I knew
followers.
Kev, not Trey the barber.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for once he didn't claim.
I don't know. Well, I don't want to make a false claim.
I
don't wanna,
appreciate that. And that's why.
At
That's
least he's
why.
honest.
I'm not
Hell
finna
yeah.
falsify my shit.
And that's why we hashtag F your podcast. We
We're
keep
not
it
gonna
100
do
in this
that.
bitch. Now I'm going to ask the question because we are here for this. What's your thoughts on the Austin Chronicle main motherfucking interviews that they did for hip hop? Because if you've been out here, they hardly ever do it. They got the next generation on that list. Tell me how you feel about it. Is it accurate? And even if you feel it's not or whatever, just tell me how you feel about the scene in general. Are they getting it right? You wanted this smoke. I'm gonna give you the smoke.
I'm gonna answer the smoke. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna first start off and say that I'm a different kind of person. I'm a different breed. You feel me? Because in my mind, I'm a mogul and I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a businessman. So to be honest, I could give a fuck about the Austin Chronicle. That's not no shade. You feel me? Go ahead, subscribe to their list. Go look at them, peep game.
And if they want to hit you up, they still can.
Yeah, and if y'all want to hit me up, you still can. That's cool. But the reality is this, right? You can come out with a top 20 list, all the illest niggas, in Austin making moves, and you could give them all the accolades you want. But shit, I can make 100 bands in 1 month doing what I'm doing.
Talk that shit.
And what your praise don't mean shit to me.
Yeah, because
You
it ain't
feel me?
bringing in bags.
It don't pay me nothing. It don't make nothing for me. So I'm a different breed, my nigga. I made 100 bands in August, and like you telling me I'm dope or not, or I'm on or not, don't mean shit to me.
Unless you're
You
handing me
feel
100 bands.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So
Make
so,
that other 100 bands.
so whether they right, whether they wrong, I don't care, my nigga. As long as I'm feeding my family, taking care of business. Like I said, I just got a song with T Lanes. You did. We working on
facts.
We working on a Cardi B feature. We working on a Future feature.
Talk
Like
that
we out
shit.
here doing business.
Talk
Like we
that shit.
Shout out
tell-
Future, by the way, bro. I feel like nobody talks about Future. That's the man's. Bro.
Hey, I tell people like
Yeah,
this.
Shout out Party Boy.
I appreciate that,
right
man.
now.
I tell people like this. The reason people stay local is because they stay local.
They can't get their mind out over there.
So I don't give a fuck about anything that's going on here because I already traversed all the platforms out here. I done
Facts.
opened up for all the biggest artists, done
Big
all
facts.
the biggest shows out in Austin, connected with the top promotional companies. Shout out to Score More. You dig? So now I'm trying to go to LA. I'm trying to go to New York. I'm
There
trying
you
to
go.
go to Atlanta.
Big facts.
I'm trying to go to Africa. I'm trying to go
Hey,
to Europe. I'm trying to go to
damn right.
Japan. Like, I'm trying to travel the country and get my name in those platforms because that's what's going to make me bigger.
Yeah.
Worrying about what the fuck going in Austin is none of my concern.
Big facts.
Because what they're doing now, they should have been doing 5-10 years ago. And they wasn't showing nobody no love. They wasn't giving nobody no opportunities. So we was like, fuck them. Let's go get it from somewhere else. And now these niggas out of town in Miami playing our records on the radio,
Facts.
Ohio,
Big
California, Atlanta, all this shit. So it's like, damn, we gonna fuck with them people. You dig? So that's just where I am. So like, no disrespect to them, to anybody. You dig? And again, if niggas is like, oh, fuck that nigga, we gonna blackball him. I'm just like, bro, you never fuck with me anyway.
Right.
You
You
dig?
didn't
So-
pay me in the first place.
Yeah.
Bro.
Right.
At the end of the day, accommodations are tight, but like
Yeah.
rent cannot be paid by compliments.
Big facts.
Like,
yeah.
I feel
And
that
understand
shit,
when
yeah.
I'm sitting there saying Party Boy talking that shit, but understand he's certified. This is not me just saying he's talking shit. He's talking facts. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
respect that.
and it's because it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And cats out here need to educate themselves on that shit. Because like you said, so many people out here focus on, like you said, lists and trying to be the hottest out here. Your vision is
That don't mean
way
shit, though.
larger. Yeah, you trying to be the hottest in the world, not
shit.
just out here.
Yeah.
This is just where you stay right now.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? So I totally fuck with
Yeah,
your
but
mindset.
don't lock.
That's
I
why
mean,
you're sitting
yeah.
on this couch
When you
right
don't
now.
lock yourself
Yeah.
down to the location and to that, to like when you
Yeah.
don't relegate yourself that this is what I am.
Yeah.
When you open that box, that's what you become.
And I mean,
Relegate. I like that, dude. Yeah, that's what them dictionary words.
yeah.
Don't relegate
Yeah, man, always,
yourself.
always get on my ass for the SAT.
Yo, I
words.
swear
like
to God,
that
yo,
shit.
Five be talking
I
like he
love that
just
shit.
got out the pen. Like he spent like 10 years and he was in the legal library like,
Listen, I pontificated.
right, I defecate my ponderance on the soliloquies in your mind. I'm like, word said, really?
Bro,
We out here?
this shit, dog.
And then he'll drop a humble brag when I was in Zoomies season. No, but we gonna. I mean, I think that's really how we should like really ride. I think like tell them like where they can find you. I mean, we still gonna do the top 5 because
Yeah, no, yeah,
that's
bro.
5
Like,
things.
so like, shout yourself out. Like,
Yeah.
where are
I want people to know
these
where they can
people
find
gonna
you.
find you, see
yeah.
you, hear you,
And the company,
trade?
everything,
Yeah, bro.
right?
Yeah, my biggest platforms that I want people to focus on is Instagram and Spotify.
Plug.
Yeah, there
That's
you
where
go.
I make
that's
money.
That's where the money, right? Look, that's where the
money's
money
at. So
is.
I'm not gonna waste time on any other platform. You go to Spotify, you punch in Party Boy Rokk. That's regular word party, BOIROKK.
Yeah.
You look
Plug.
that up. I
Be
got
unique. That's right.
records. You feel me? We dropping this shit. You can punch it
Marketable.
in Instagram too. You fuck with me.
That's
Yeah,
what's
you
up.
hear all the latest tracks. We about to get billboards out here in Austin. You gonna see
Hey.
that shit soon. You
Hey.
dig? So
I'm gonna go paint my face next to everybody
Hey.
else.
Oh, this fucking guy, look. Then he gonna be like, look, I wasn't at Zoomies, but I was at the podcast. And I'm at Party Boy. Man, shut the fuck up. We already know. All right,
Right, man.
fine.
It was tight though, cause like we've had local artists here, and we have a couple more people that are really important in the community, cause it is good to build the, like we were talking about, the culture like that is out here, and we're gonna have a couple other people, and we might even have a couple episodes that aren't even here that we've talked
absolutely.
about.
Yeah.
But I was talking to one of my homies that really fucks with the podcast, and he was like, "Yeah, man, like it's tomorrow, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Who do you guys have this week?" And I was like, "Cause he fucked with our other dudes, but
Yeah,
once again, more
Tsunami
local
Wave
dudes.
and all.
He knew who they were because he hangs out with me, and I've
Yeah.
shown him. But this dude doesn't really listen to a lot of rap music, and like white skater kid, like listen to heavy metal music all day. That's all he listens to. And I was like, Party Boy Rokk, and he was like, no, like really? And I was like, yeah, no, Party Boy Rokk. And he was like that dude with that single jump, and I was like,
oh shit.
Party Boy, BOIRO, like yes.
We out here.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
right.
And so he
Bro,
geeked,
that's
and I was like,
amazing.
yeah, man, that shit's tight. And like I think because I'm always in that mindset
Yeah.
of like we are all just people at the end of the day,
Yeah, of
and
course.
once again trying like being someone that has been in this scene, like
Right.
we do meet people, like
Absolutely.
the reality is like we meet people,
Yeah.
and it's
Well, I mean, that's exactly how me and him ended up connecting because
Yeah.
we have similar energies. Like, he understands, like, I fuck with you. Like I told you, I lay out the olive branch. You want to rock with us? I'll do whatever I can to help you get to where you want to get to because you're going to help me. And we're going to help each other, equally. But if I lay that olive branch out and you step on it and you like, man, fuck you, I'm out here getting it. I'm like, cool. I'll still shake your hand. But guess what? Now it's like, I'm just gonna take over, bro. Cause I know where I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I know where my company's gonna be. I know where we all gonna be. So
Well,
I'm not worried about
I think
whatever
it's two things. I think it's
You know
that,
what
and
I'm
I think
saying?
it's also the like as a person that's
Yeah.
not making 100 bands in August, you can't step into the room and be like, oh hey, you gotta be like, what's up, dog?
Man, speak for your fucking self.
No, okay, yeah, but I just mean like you can't fanboy over everybody you meet.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's a reason that like when I've met these people it went well, and it's not like oh I got a signed T-shirt. People are like, where's the Instagram photo? I'm like I didn't take one.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
I wasn't
you are also.
I'm gonna tell you
true.
straight up. People in the industry, like, they don't like that shit.
and that's what I'm saying is I know that and, like,
everybody acts like that when they come around and
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
So like, you just gotta be yourself. They'll respect that.
well, and
more
people
when
always
you're
get pissed. They're like, why do industry people only fuck with industry people? And it's like.
because they are on the same.
Because when you come into my house and you're like,
that's
oh,
right.
you guys have a podcast studio and a recording studio and like just like and y'all do video and I'm like, calm down. This is our daily life. Like this is what we do. And then like we bring an artist in and people geek on it. It's like, well,
man,
you
know, we
can't
work at Zoomies
be
and we
doing
meet all these
that.
people,
Like,
so,
well, I mean, in other ways too, man. Like just meeting people through life. And like
Yeah.
that was just funny to me because I forget sometimes.
Yeah.
And like my homie
So-
geeked and I was like, nah.
So I made a New Year's resolution. I think it was 2017.
Oh, okay.
Where I said this year I'm gonna stop doing all this music because I used to just make my own records, do the hook, the verse, both verses or 3 verses, whatever, and just do it all myself. And I made a New Year's resolution where I said I gotta branch out and network.
Yeah.
And all these hot records that I'm making that I feel is dope as shit and it could take over the world and make me famous as shit.
Right.
I gotta give it to people, and I gotta show love, and I gotta network. Because I said I got to make it a point to humble myself and just put my shit out there.
That's what's
and
up.
ever since I started moving with that mind frame, like every time I do a record now, it's just I just do the hook, do my verse, and I'll leave another verse open.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Because if I meet somebody who got some sauce, I'll be like, hey, get on a record.
Yep.
Like I just
Well,
met
then you double your market immediately.
Well, and it's not even that. Just that energy. I believe in that shit. That energy brings
love.
success into the world
It's
for
that
you,
love.
right? Because
Yeah.
you're extending that energy out to the world.
Yeah.
And if you have that, like a lot of ways, like that's what Drake has been doing. He's been doing that for day one. Like he's been putting on a lot of cats. Like people talk about all that shit about the views and all of that. Those albums. He was putting on British cats where they were buzzing out there.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody playing that shit out here.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And then they want people. Oh nah, he wasn't doing. Then he did the African shit. He was bringing that out.
Yup.
And he didn't have to. He was Drake already.
Yeah, yeah.
But just what
with
you
the
said.
with the Tuesday nigga. out in
Exactly.
Atlanta
That's what I'm
and
saying.
shit, McConan and
McConan.
shit.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love
That's that
McConan,
Block,
bro.
the
yeah.
most recent one's Block Boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He
Then
done had
you
to
ain't
do
gotta
that.
do that. You on another level. But just the fact that he's doing exactly what you said,
Yeah.
and look, he ain't losing out here. And you doing what you just, and you ain't losing
Like
out
that record
here.
with me and Austin Martin, we about to break 300K on it.
Oh yeah,
You
and that
feel me,
shit's
on
fire
Spotify.
too though. Now
Thank you,
it's
thank
not just the energy.
Yeah.
That shit bad.
Yeah, and he
It
did
helps
a great
if you're
job
good.
though.
It helps if you're
Yeah,
good,
that's
though.
the thing.
It
Like
helps
we
if
don't
you're
want to
good,
take that away from Austin Martin. Like
Yeah, no, hell, he
killed
killed
that
it.
shit
Yeah.
100%. And like that's the thing, bro. Like that's a record I could have kept for myself and just been like, nah, I'm gonna take all the sauce on this, take all the glory.
Right.
But it's like by being able to branch it out to him and show love to him. When I get popping, he get popping, and then he got to
He
come
gonna
back
come
and
back
be
to
like,
you.
hey, my
Well,
nigga,
bro,
show
it's
me
like
that
it's like what you're
love.
talking
Exactly.
about. It's like what we were talking about with Tory Lanez. It's like as long as they're like a real dude, like
Yeah.
You gonna win
you
together.
and Tory were
Yeah.
doing shit back in the Gap when y'all were both
Yeah.
trying to eat. Come back a few years later, he's popping.
showing love.
You reach out, and there's still love there.
Exactly.
Like if you were like. You know, back then, if you're like,
Yeah.
man, I'm gonna fuck you up on this intro,
yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Like, fuck your track, I'm gonna open up. No one's gonna remember you. Like,
Real talk.
you come
Real
back years
recognized
later,
real.
you're like, bro, I'm trying to
Yeah.
get back in this shit. Like,
Yeah, real recognized.
See, and that's the
real, man.
problem with Austin. A lot of artists out here in Austin, like everyone wants to be the first person to blow up.
always
There
talk
you go.
all
Everybody-
this shit,
Tell
bro.
me, tell him.
Everybody wants to come out here and be like, oh, it's my shine, it's my sauce, it's my whatever.
Because
But
there's so many live acts out here. There's so much
Yeah.
live music in Austin,
But
bro.
what people don't understand is that if you just humble yourself and put all that shit to the side and you just say, all right, I'm going to bless the next man. And the next man says, I'm going to bless the next man. And everybody just run with that attitude. Yeah, I think the bird shit on them. I seen that shit drip. Nah,
Hey, rough art, baby. That's what we do.
but, yeah, real shit. No, but like
Oh,
if
no,
everybody
Rude part of the
changed that
Velcro
energy,
office, sure.
if everybody changed that energy
Yeah.
and people just start working
Come
with
together,
each other
man.
and fuck with each other, when this nigga go do a show, you dig, you gonna get seen. When he do a show, you gonna get seen. When the
He
next
talking
nigga
that
do a
shit.
show, you gonna get a scene.
He
And
talking that shit.
everybody could come up. It's like when Houston did that whole Swisher House shit and the whole
Yup.
screwed up
Yup.
click shit. It was all individual artists who was like, hey, we gonna come together
He know.
and start
He's
doing
had
our
that
shit.
course with me. He knows exactly
This is
what
what we talk about. Like,
You know, this is what we sit and we talk. Like literally, my new campaign is the WSTTA. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know how brand, baby. WSTTA, man.
I don't know.
And you know what's
We
crazy?
stronger together than apart. WSTTA. We stronger together than apart.
What were you saying? Anyway.
This
You know-
motherfucker be hating on my shit.
Nah.
You
know
know
what's
what? It's
crazy?
gonna be popping soon, though.
You know what's crazy, man?
What's up?
I'll do records and I'll put them out and tell motherfuckers, hey, come fuck with me, do a song.
Yeah.
And people won't do it. People won't fuck with me. But out of town niggas
They'll
on
fuck with you.
on Instagram
First.
will hit me up.
Yup.
And I'll put them on a song.
Yup.
And then I'll be in the studio with Bun B, be in the studio
Yup.
with Wale, be in the studio
Them
with
same
Tory
niggas that
Lanez.
didn't communicate with you start hating your line.
And these niggas out of town, they get their song in front of these famous motherfuckers
Yup.
just because they fuck with me.
Yup.
You dig? And it's like, I hit this one nigga, my nigga Tash, he making records for me right now. I don't know where he from, none of that shit. We just got connected like a month ago. And I was like, hey, Tory Lanez finna listen to your song. You feel me? And I'm like, damn, bro, niggas from my city
You say
can have that
Taz?
same Taaj.
Oh, okay.
I could look it up in my email and give it to you.
I'll do all that shit later.
But
I want to keep that energy.
yeah, he raw. But it's crazy because, like, I told the man, I was like, hey, Tory Lanez finna listen to your song tonight.
Yeah.
You dig? But, like, niggas from my own city could have had that same opportunity had they just humbled themselves and been like, all right, I'm going to fuck with this nigga.
Big facts.
You dig? So I got to a point where I'm not tripping on nobody. I'm not stressing nobody no more. I'm just going to keep doing what I do. And if you want to rock with a nigga, you can. But my energy is to fuck with any and everybody.
Yeah.
You dig? Because I know it's going to take me further than just
Also,
being
bro,
stingy.
you never know which one of those motherfuckers is gonna like be on some Lil Xan shit and blow the fuck
obviously,
up.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta have the right energy. But let's finish it off. I'm saying, like, he has his top 5, so I'm gonna let him take care of that, and then you gotta give me your yours, so how we can close it out and shit.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
All right, so for the best part of the show,
Oh,
I mean,
God.
really,
Hey.
That
So-
I gave to him. I'm just saying. But go ahead.
top 5. All right, so top 5 influences,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have to be musical influences, but you as a person, as Party Boy, I'm not gonna drop your legal name.
Hey.
You as Party
He probably know
Boy,
that shit
Oh,
too.
no,
He
he
probably
do.
know the government.
He know
I
it.
do.
He not
But
gonna say it.
you as Party Boy, what are your top 5 influences, or who are your top 5 influences? Who's made you today?
Yeah. It can be anybody. It don't gotta be just music.
I could definitely say, for music, definitely Nas.
Okay.
I want to give one to Nas.
Big facts. Queens in the building. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listened to a whole lot of D Block growing up.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, shit.
Luke, shit.
Yeah, all of that.
Out. He know. He got that seat right energy.
I listen to all that shit. Definitely Tupac, because there was just something about his spirit.
Oh, absolutely.
You feel me?
Not the best rapper, but the most influential, hands down.
I agree. I agree. As far as
That's 3 so far.
I know. So we got those. I want to say definitely Lil Wayne.
Hey.
I gotta give it to Wayne because there was a time where like he pushed that energy
Absolutely.
over
Yeah,
the cliff.
absolutely.
You feel me?
Bro, he's like he said in 5. I'm the heartbeat of rap.
Oh, this guy.
He's
Stop.
he is,
Stop.
bro.
Don't cut off his 5 for that.
He
Stop.
resuscitated. Kept it going. Hadn't stopped.
We know you like him.
What's
Okay.
all right? Number 5.
And probably the last one. This might be a surprise, but I probably fuck with Future.
Oh.
And the reason
I'm
I
not
say
gonna lie,
that.
a little bit of a surprise.
Just said this,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
Nah, man. The
Nah,
Future's the
go ahead.
truth,
He
bro.
gonna explain
People
it.
sleep on Future.
He gonna explain it? Go ahead, tell me.
The thing too, cause like me, I'm not someone who like just listens to the old school music and then I live on that shit forever.
Right.
I evolve.
Right.
So
Facts.
I pay attention to the new shit.
I'm the oldest fucker
have
here. I
to,
understand
bro.
what you're
You
saying.
have
Yeah,
to.
and I stay current with what's going on and just the sauce that Future introduced. I remember I was jamming him when nobody knew who he was, and I was
Right.
telling people, hey, because I was hustling.
Like Pluto.
You feel, yeah. Oh my god, dog! I was hustling, and I was like, you feel me, listening to the nigga while I was going to hit my licks and shit, and I was just like, bro, this nigga speaking to me while I'm riding around doing my
Yup.
thing and shit. So like that whole vibe and that whole energy, like ain't nobody else was serving that. You feel me? So like that really carried me a long way and shit. So
I will
like,
say he revolutionized that ATL sound too.
yeah.
Like that's his sound.
I would
bro.
say him
Like,
and Migos were really on the forefront of that. I mean, obviously before.
I
you know.
love Migos.
I mean,
Like,
after, you know
Migos
what
are
I'm
dope,
saying? Yeah.
but like
Future
they got a
started that.
big sound.
No, yeah, I
from
totally
Future,
agree.
yeah.
No, I totally agree.
Super.
Yeah, everybody coming out.
Don't sleep on Dudgeon Family though. That's the old head of me. I'm just saying.
Dudgeon Family.
I would never do that. You know that.
All right, so that's your top 5. So
That's my top 5.
So we said Future, right? Not in any particular order, right?
Yeah, not any
Okay.
particular.
So we said Future,
Wayne,
D-Block,
D-Block.
Wayne, Nas. Who I'm missing? Who was the other?
Tupac.
That's a serious
Shakur.
list right there, man.
For real.
That's a good top 5 that are alive, man.
Appreciate that.
Nah, of course. Hey, like I said, we appreciate you. So last thing is I mean, you know, to leave the fans, you know what I'm saying? What's your F your? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and it could be, you know, it could be fuck, it could be follow. Honestly, I don't limit it. It could be flirt. If you want to shoot your shot. We was talking about Nicki and Cardi earlier.
Hey.
You want to shoot? It's flirt. You can do whatever you want. So who's your F yours before we get up out of here?
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Just follow Party Boy Rokk.
Hey, there you go. Smart. Look, marketing. This motherfucker always marketing, right?
Hey, I'm a businessman, you
Damn
dig? So
right.
follow Party Boy Rokk. Follow Trey at Beta.
Mm-hmm.
You dig? That's my dog. You feel me? We do this together. And everything we doing, man, we got a lot of fucking crazy shit that's finna happen in 2019, and we just gonna show love to all that shit. So
And we gonna have those exclusive interviews.
There you go. Hey man, look, that's a big bet. Yo, we here at hashtag F Your Podcast really appreciate you coming out here, Party Boy Rokk, dropping this knowledge, letting us know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, make sure y'all follow Party Boy Rokk. I mean, he's moving and shaking out here. This is a real artist out here. A lot of y'all cats out here aren't really doing it. He's really doing it. So
And someone with the love for the other cats out here.
exactly, and he got love.
Yeah, I
for
show
y'all.
love to everybody. I tell
That's
people,
right.
hey, come do songs with me. You dig?
That's right. He don't need to
Come
be
the
sitting here with
shows.
us, right?
You
But
dig?
he is. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be
So we
tripping.
appreciate
Oh, yeah.
that, man. I know you're a busy man, so we really appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you, brother. Yeah.
My dogs.
We're gonna have to listen to some future
Hashtag
after
F
this
Your
shit.
Podcast.
Shit, we
Shout
gotta
this
hit that
bitch.
studio. I'm trying to lay a verse.
Hey, look at
Yeah,
this.
shit.
Listen. And y'all ain't getting no more interviews from him. I'm just saying. Hashtag F Your Podcast. We out this bitch. Bye.
Yeah.
F your podcast. Nah, F your podcast for real.